August the 1st Introduction. August is traditionally the month when crops are harvested, and so we see rolls of hay in the fields. In the past, harvesting even occurred at night under a bright moon. At such times, there was a good chance of seeing shooting stars, especially the Perseid shower. Rape and barley were usually taken in, and possibly wheat and rye. August is also essentially a holiday month, especially for young Londoners, and there is still time for picnics if the weather allows. The weather is notoriously fickle, and even the folklore associated with it is full of contradictions. In the first 11 days, we are still in the sultry dog days of summer. A hot August was always believed to precede a harsh winter, and if it was warm on August the 24th, St. Bartholomew's Day, this also ensured a warm autumn. The truth is that it can often be wet, windy, and especially early in the month. It is also well known for heat waves, as well as those marvellous warm nights. August the 1st was called Lammas Day, the day a great pagan festival celebrated the harvest. Lammas was a corruption of loaf mass. It was the day the first loaves were made with the newly ripened corn and then blessed. Lammas meadows were private fields set aside for the making of hay, and Lammas shoots referred to any new unexpected bright green growth on trees. The trees involved may have suffered earlier in the year with infestations, such as the defoliating moth caterpillar of the tortrix moth. The month is also very floriferous, but now the flowers are starting to be accompanied by seeds and fruits. Because of this, it may be a good time to identify more troublesome groups of plants, such as the umbellifers. One of the best places to look for plants now are marshes, for example Walthamstow, and water meadows such as those near Runnymede, and along the edges of the rivers such as the Colne, Darrant and Wandle. As a great number of wild marsh and aquatic plants have been introduced into Barnes Wetland Centre Reserve, this makes it an easy place to botanise with the minimum of effort. Although spots of yellow composite flowers can still be seen all over London, it is only on heathland that we see a blaze of just one colour. This is when the purple heather, Calluna vulgaris, comes into flower. A similar show, but a softer lavender colour, occurs when the sea aster, Aster tripolium, blooms on the small pieces of salt marshes still left along the edge of the tidal Thames. Gardens at this time of year are noted for their warmer colours, especially if there is a hot or tropical border. Few trees bloom this month, but the large, showy foxglove flowers of the Indian bean tree are still common enough in central London. Although most trees are still in full leaf, one or two are now starting to drop their leaves, which we notice as they start to collect beneath them. This is one of the very first indications of autumn. Other trees, such as the sycamore, develop sticky leaves, which then get covered in an ugly dust. The first flush of fungi, if the weather has been wet, is yet another autumn indicator. Birds are now preparing to migrate or hiding away during their eclipse. Consequently, the month is a quiet one when it comes to birdsong. Some young birds, especially if they are in flocks, are still quite vocal. Swallows and martins are noticed most as they congregate on wires, although one day they will suddenly all be gone. Mammals are continuing to tend to their young, and some reptiles, such as adders, may even still be laying eggs. Again, it is another month with a rich and diverse collection of insects, especially moths. The end of the month usually marks the end of summer, and Londoners start commenting on the first cool nights.